guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So a lot of you have been requesting this makeup look lately, and I'm finally giving you guys a tutorial, so let's get into it. First, we're starting off with the moisturizer. I use this Origins one. It is great on my skin if you guys have like sensitive skin. And then I go in with my e.l.f. primer. This is a great primer. It's like my favorite one to use ever. And I use this Maybelline Superstay foundation. It's really light on your skin if that's what you guys are like into, and it doesn't crease like easily at all, so that's why I love this foundation so much. So now I'm going in with my beauty blender. So I actually use a blender and I use a brush. It just leaves my base like super smooth and like not streaky at all. Also, I don't know the names of any of the brushes I use, but I'm just showing you guys, so if you guys have a brush like that already, or if you're gonna go get a brush like that, then you know what brushes I use, you know? And I'm going in with the e.l.f. liquid liner. It is the best eyeliner used, and I'm going to start doing my eyebrows. So basically, you just want to draw a straight line. Like, there's not really much other to say about that. You just draw a straight line and call it a day. I'm using this like very fine tip brush for the like front of my eyebrows to kind of blend it out. Also, you want to go like more than what your actual eyebrow shape is. I don't know why I do that, but it just looks better, I guess. I'm using this brush as my concealer brush, and I also took the sponge off of my concealer because I don't like using it like that. I'll just put a glob on my hand, as you can see, and I kind of use my hand as like a paint palette for like all my makeup. And I'm just using the concealer to fix my eyebrow, like all the mistakes and stuff, and make sure that it looks very like good in a way. I don't know. So you can just see me doing that, and I look eyebrowless in this clip. Oh my, I swear I have a little bit of eyebrow left, guys, just a little bit, but it's still there. But I'm basically just repeating the step on the other eyebrow. It's a lot easier to do on the other eyebrow since you already kind of like can see your first eyebrow in like this shape, so you can just kind of copy off of that. And I'm going in with my concealer brush again. So now that the brows are done, we're gonna move on to contour. I use this contour that I got off of Amazon, and it's like the only like cool tone contour that I actually like to use. I put some on my hand, like my palette, and I'm using this brush. So basically for contour, I recommend just doing what like shape fits your face, but this is just the contour I use to match my face in a way. Don't really know how else to explain it, but you're doing your cheeks and you're doing under your chin. I'm using this like very fine tip brush for my nose contour, and basically I don't really know how to explain this part. You can kind of just see what I'm doing. Just drawing lines on my nose to make it look smaller, and I'm using my hands to like blend it out. It is just like the best advice is just use your hands to blend it out if you're doing that at all. And yep, okay, we're still doing that. So next I'm using my Too Faced blush palette. It is my favorite palette to use, and I use this like dark pink that's in it. It is the perfect shade of pink for my blush, and you guys can just see like the placement I'm using for my blush. Obviously do whatever placement you want, but I really like it when people put their blush like with their eyelid too. I just think it looks really cute. Also, I've had a few people been saying that I have blush blindness lately. Guys, it's literally on purpose. I know I have very pigmented blush on. It's on purpose. It's not blush blindness. I'm aware, okay? Okay, anyways, so I go in with this brush too because it adds like more pigment to it. And also make sure that you have your blush on your nose. That is a big part of it. And once we're finished with that, we're going back in with the e.l.f. eyeliner, and we're going to start doing our eyeliner, as you can see. And so for this part, I actually recommend you use whatever shape of eyeliner that's like best for your eyelid. I have hooded eyes, so it's kind of hard for me to do like a cat wing look because obviously I have hooded eyes, but you can like look up tutorials on it, or you can just do whatever for your eyeliner, but this is just how I'm doing it. It is my favorite way to do eyeliner. It like matches my eye shape the best. But I also think I'm cursed with hooded eyes. Like, hooded eyes can be really pretty, but when I'm just trying to do a simple cat wing, like, oh my god, it low-key PMO me sometimes. It PMO. Anyways, so once I'm finished with my eyeliner, I'm gonna do my inner corners now. And I mean, my inner corners are very easy to do. You just like draw a triangle, I guess. I'm using my concealer brush to kind of fix the mistakes. Like, I'm not just gonna like completely redo it. So I have this dirty ass brush that I use to put like my powder on, and you want to make sure you powder right after the step, because if you have oily eyes like I do, then you have to powder after like every step to make sure it stays. So I put on mascara in this video, but I actually do my eyeshadow first before I put on mascara. So that was my bad. But this is the eyeshadow palette I use. You don't need a specific one, you just need a black. So this is the brush I'm using. You can kind of use any brush for this part, as long as it can give off that like smoky eye vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just like shaping it in a certain way that like fits my eye shape the most. I usually like putting a little more black on top, and I also use my concealer brush to kind of fix it a bit, because I'm not really good at doing eyeshadow and I want it to like look perfect as possible. So I'm also going in with a smaller brush for my under eyes, just to make my eyes look bigger. I like putting eyeshadow underneath, and it really like makes your eyes pop out more. So yeah, so once I'm done with my eyeshadow look, I'm going in with powder again, because we got to make sure it stays. This is a very important part, because if I don't powder it, my eyeshadow will fade away so easily. I'm using the Duo Lash Glue, and I got these lashes off of Amazon. I don't know where the link is, but if you can find lashes like these are what I use. Monster break. And I'm using this highlighter I got from Ulta a while ago. It's like a liquid highlighter. It's really nice. And I'm also using this Essence highlighter like stick that I got from Target. And we're just like drawing on my nose. So I'm putting my lashes on now. I actually like to use tweezers for my lashes. They help like shape them really easy. And I also like to pinch my eyelashes down on my actual like real lashes. That makes them like the most perfect, I guess. Like, it doesn't have like a line between the lashes and the fake lashes. So I definitely recommend doing that. So now we are almost done with our entire look. I'm using this Mario lipstick. It's in the shade of Sam, but you can't really see it. I got it at Sephora, and it's my favorite lip like stick right now that I ever got. It's just a very cute like little pink color. And I'm using my favorite lip gloss, the Summer Friday one. But you can find like dupes for this color just like anywhere. But it's a very pretty color. I recommend getting like a dark brown maroon color for lip gloss. And then the e.l.f. setting spray, my favorite setting spray of all time. So we are officially done with our makeup look. Very cuteness. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. And yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do more makeup tutorials or anything in general. Bye guys!